I just wanted to quickly address what the goal of this workout is, and there's actually two. The biggest one being just to rehabilitate the pec, as the title implies, with rehab bench session number 1. That's really the primary focus of this, is just to give the pecs some kind of stress through very high volume work. So what we're going to be doing is 3 sets of 20 with 135, just all pause. Which, I mean, sets of 20 is very easy for me still with 135. I can do more than that for sure. So it's not going to be a very high stress, high volume workout. It's, like I said, it's just meant to give the pecs some kind of work. But the sets are supposed to last for a very long time because I'm pausing each rep. Now the other focus is actually going to be focusing on maintaining tightness through high volume sets. Because I feel like very much that my scapula becomes unretracted as I'm doing the sets because I'm letting the bar come down way too quickly. Now obviously it is good to let the bar come down quickly when you're maxing out because you're trying to be under the bar for as little time as possible so you have as much strength left to press back up. But at the same time, the way I'm doing it is just dropping the bar on myself. When the bar hits, it's going to damage your sternum as well as make you lose tightness at the bottom. And very much could be part of the factor leading to this injury because it's very hard when you don't have tightness to press the things beyond your pecs. All the stress is really on your pecs or on your shoulders, which can cause other injuries in of themselves. So the goal is really going to be to use a style very similar to some of the best benchers in the world, where you come down pretty quickly, but you slow the descent of the bar as you come down, and that helps you to build elastic energy. I'm specifically inspired by lifters such as Larry Williams. He does this very much when he's maxing out, where he'll let the bar come down quickly, but slow it and then pause for that second at the bottom and then press. He is able to stay tight and also build elastic energy, which actually makes pause benching as efficient as possible. So that being said, let's get it. So basically, felt pretty good. I noticed the first couple sets, my pecs started to feel a little bit tight at the end, and I realized during the third set, my scapula, whenever I unrack the bar, is becoming unretracted. And I don't know if you can see it or not, but basically I've noticed that, I think especially from bringing my head up and trying to bring it back down as I press up for more efficiency and to create that opposite force to press a little bit faster, my scapula did become a little bit unretracted. I assume that was part of it because it very much felt like that the range that my head could go was determined by how much my scapula is retracted. So I feel like those two things were correlated. That being said, I probably should phase that out because I don't think you're allowed to do that in pretty much any meet, at least not any major ones. So obviously that's a problem that I should focus on, especially when I'm in a meet prep. But yeah, during the third set, I don't know if you noticed, but I was able to, when I had the bar locked out, I was able to retract my scapula and my chest kind of came up more. And once I started pressing like that again, once I was able to get my scapula retracted again and get my chest up, there was like the tightness went away. It felt a lot easier, it felt a lot more efficient to press, and it felt like a lot more pressure was on my lats. Now, I'm not gonna lie, my shoulders are not the loosest in the world because of high bar squatting. You know, my shoulders and my upper back gets very tight, so that did actually hurt a little bit there. But that just means I need to work on increasing flexibility in that region, and that's something that I'm very willing to do. So that being said, overall, pretty successful. Got a nice chest pump for once in a while, and it felt very easy still, so that's good. And yeah, peace.